So we read in our last topic, we read that Faraday's laws, and we found that in the first case there was a relative motion between the bar magnet and the coil. A coil was connected to the galvanometer, and what we found that whenever there was relative motion between the coil and the bar magnet, this showed deflection. And this the deflection were more and more once there was a more and more relative motion between the two. And in his second experiment, what he found that he took a primary coil which was connected to a dry cell or battery, and he took another coil which was close to it that was connected to galvanometer. So there was a constant current in the first coil, but there was a magnetic field linked with it, so that once the coil, there was again a relative motion. The primary coil was taken close to secondary and sometimes away from it, sometimes close to it, sometimes away from it. As a result of that, there a flux got linked with the varying flux got linked with the second coil. As a result of that, there was production of induced EMF, hence current. And finally, there was the another experiment performed by this very Faraday. And what was it? That was he took both. He took two coils. This was the coil which is connected to the galvanometer and it's called as a secondary coil, and he took another coil. Actually, these are a series of experiments, and in this very coil there was a positive, there was a negative, and then there was what? There was like this is the key, and this is going to be a variable, resistance. So it is going to be connected, it is going to be connected with this. There is a gap between the two. So this is positive, this is negative. It is a primary coil. What he did, he this in this in this third experiment, he took two coils and which were wound on a wooden rod. There was a rod, and then he performed for this another experiment. Then wooden rod was replaced by what? Iron rod. What was the logic for this experiment and the another one? The logic was that in this very case there was no relative motion between the two, but what was, there was change in the current in primary coil. Why was there change in the current in the primary coil? Here here was a changing current in primary coil. As a result of that, there was a varying magnetic field produced by it, which got linked to the secondary coil. As a result of that, the galvanometer showed deflection. So here in this very case, in this very experiment, as there was a varying current produced here, because of that varying current there was a varying magnetic field. That varying magnetic field got linked with the secondary coil. As a result of it, it produced galvanometer showed deflection. So there was no relative motion, no relative motion. But what was there? How this very galvanometer showed deflection? Because what we should now conclude, what he concluded, that there should change in magnetic field or magnetic flux, whether there is relative motion or not. But what should change? The change should that there should be a varying magnetic field, there should be a varying magnetic flux. We can conclude from this very experiment, as there was no relative motion between the two, it was at its position, but the current was varying. As a result of that, the magnetic field was varying. Once the magnetic field was varying, the flux was varying. That varying flux got linked with the secondary coil, and the galvanometer showed deflection. Thus, we can say here, we can conclude that there was production of induced EMF in the secondary coil when current in the primary coil was changing. So, secondary coil got a varying flux linked due to varying current in primary coil. As a result of that, induced EMF got produced in secondary coil. So their varying magnetic field got linked, as it was first linked with it, so it finally got linked to it because it was very close to this. The secondary coil is very much close to primary, hence an induced EMF got produced. Then finally what he did, he removed this very wooden rod on which the two coils were. He placed an iron rod, and he found out that the effect was more and more dominating. So this is all for this today's lecture. Tomorrow we will do another lecture. Till then, Allah Hafiz.